Love and attraction can feel mysterious and unpredictable, yet psychology offers fascinating insights into what draws people together and sparks intense romantic feelings. This article explores evidence-based approaches for building deep connections and inspiring strong attraction in potential partners. While there's no guaranteed formula for making someone fall for you, these psychological principles can help you become more magnetic and appealing in your dating life. Creating an aura of mystery, humans are naturally drawn to the unknown. We're wired to be curious about things we don't fully understand. This same principle applies in romantic attraction. When you maintain an air of mystery, you become more intriguing and captivating to potential partners. To cultivate mystery, avoid oversharing too quickly. Don't lay all your cards on the table right away. Instead, reveal bits of information about yourself gradually over time. This creates anticipation and keeps the other person eager to learn more. Share interesting tidbits about your life, passions, and experiences, but leave them wanting more. You can also build intrigue by being slightly unpredictable. Don't always be available or respond instantly to texts. Have your own life and interests outside of the relationship. This shows you're not desperate or clingy, which is inherently attractive. A touch of mystery makes you more alluring and memorable. The power of mirroring. Mirroring is a psychological phenomenon where we unconsciously imitate the gestures, speech patterns, or attitudes of others. It's a natural way humans build rapport and connection. By subtly mirroring someone's body language and communication style, you can quickly establish a sense of familiarity and comfort. To use mirroring effectively, pay close attention to the other person's mannerisms, tone of voice, and energy level. Then, gently match these in your own behavior. If they speak softly and slowly, lower your voice and pace. If they use lots of hand gestures, incorporate more gestures into your own speech. The key is to be subtle and natural. Don't copy every single movement or it will seem forced. Instead, aim for an overall synchronization of energy and style. This creates a subconscious feeling of being in sync and builds attraction. Activating reward centers through intermittent reinforcement. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. When we receive positive reinforcement like attention, affection, or compliments, it activates the reward centers in our brains. This releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, creating a sense of pleasure and motivation to repeat the behavior that led to the reward. Interestingly, intermittent reinforcement, where rewards are given unpredictably rather than consistently, creates an even stronger effect. Think of it like a slot machine. The unpredictability of when you'll win keeps you engaged and coming back for more. In dating, you can use this principle by being warm and affectionate, but not constantly available. Mix in periods of time where you're less available or responsive. This creates a sense of excitement and anticipation when you do give your full attention. The key is to find a balance, be present and caring overall, but don't be too predictable or take the excitement out of the chase. The pratfall effect, embracing imperfection. Contrary to what you might think, being perfect isn't always attractive. The pratfall effect is a psychological phenomenon where people become more likable after making a mistake or showing vulnerability. This is because it makes them seem more human and relatable. Don't be afraid to show your flaws or admit when you've made a mistake. This demonstrates confidence and authenticity. Share funny stories about times you've embarrassed yourself or things you struggle with. This vulnerability creates intimacy and makes others feel more comfortable opening up to you as well. Of course, this doesn't mean you should intentionally mess up or constantly put yourself down. The key is to show that you're human and can laugh at yourself while still maintaining overall competence and self-assurance. The Benjamin Franklin effect, the power of small favors. Counterintuitively, asking someone for a small favor can actually make them like you more. This phenomenon is known as the Benjamin Franklin effect. The theory is that we justify our actions to ourselves. So if we do a favor for someone, we subconsciously reason that we must like them. Otherwise, why would we have helped them? You can use this principle by asking for small, easy favors occasionally. Maybe ask for a book recommendation, advice on a decision, or help reaching something on a high shelf. Keep the requests reasonable and infrequent. This gives the other person a chance to feel helpful and invested in your well-being. Remember to show genuine appreciation for their help. This positive reinforcement makes them feel good about assisting you and strengthens your connection. The scarcity principle, creating value through rarity. Humans tend to place higher value on things that are rare or in short supply. This is known as the scarcity principle. In dating, you can leverage this by highlighting unique qualities about yourself and creating a sense that your time and attention are valuable commodities. Showcase what makes you special, your unique skills, experiences, or perspectives. Don't be arrogant, but don't be afraid to let your light shine either. Talk about interesting hobbies or accomplishments that set you apart. Additionally, maintain a full, engaging life outside of dating. Have other priorities and commitments. This naturally limits your availability, making the time you do spend together more precious and meaningful. It also makes you more interesting, as you'll have diverse experiences to share. The zygote effect, the power of unfinished business. Our brains have a tendency to remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. This is known as the zygote effect. In dating, you can use this principle to stay on someone's mind by creating open loops in your interactions. For example, you might start telling an interesting story but have to leave before finishing it. Or you could mention an intriguing fact about yourself but not elaborate fully. This creates a sense of anticipation and keeps the other person thinking about you, eager to learn more. You can also use this principle in your communication. Don't always wrap up conversations neatly. Leave some threads open for future discussion. This gives you natural topics to pick up on in your next interaction and keeps the momentum of your connection going. The psychology of shared experiences. Humans bond through shared experiences, especially novel or exciting ones. When we go through something new or thrilling together, it creates a sense of closeness and shared history. This is partly due to the release of bonding hormones like oxytocin during these experiences. To leverage this, plan dates that involve new or slightly adventurous activities. This could be trying an exotic cuisine, taking a dance class together, or exploring a new hiking trail. The key is to choose something slightly outside your comfort zones but not overwhelmingly scary. These shared experiences create lasting memories and inside jokes that strengthen your connection. They also give you the opportunity to support each other through challenges, further deepening your bond. The power of eye contact. Eye contact is a powerful tool for building attraction and connection. Prolonged eye contact releases phenylethylamine, a chemical associated with falling in love. It also increases feelings of intimacy and can even synchronize your heartbeats. Practice maintaining comfortable eye contact during conversations. Don't stare intensely, but do meet their gaze frequently and hold it for a few seconds longer than you normally would. This creates a sense of connection and shows you're fully present and engaged. If direct eye contact feels too intense, try the triangle technique. Alternate your gaze between their eyes and mouth, forming a triangle. This keeps things natural while still maintaining a strong connection. The psychology of touch. Physical touch is a fundamental human need and a powerful way to build attraction. Even small, appropriate touches can release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and increase feelings of connection. Start with light, casual touches in safe areas like the arm or shoulder. A brief touch when emphasizing a point or expressing sympathy can create a sense of closeness. As your relationship progresses, you can incorporate more frequent and intimate forms of touch, always respecting boundaries and consent. Remember, the key is to be natural and appropriate. Forced or overly frequent touching can feel uncomfortable or invasive. Pay attention to the other person's reactions and respect their personal space. The halo effect, making a strong first impression. The halo effect is a cognitive bias where our overall impression of a person influences how we feel about their specific traits. In other words, if we have a positive general impression of someone, we're more likely to view their individual characteristics positively as well. This highlights the importance of making a strong first impression. Put effort into your appearance and grooming. Smile genuinely and project confidence through your body language. Be warm, friendly, and engaging in your initial interactions. Remember, the goal isn't to present a false image, but to put your best foot forward. When you make a positive first impression, it creates a favorable framework for all future interactions. The power of compliments. Genuine compliments can be incredibly powerful in building attraction. When we receive a sincere compliment, it activates the same part of our brain as receiving a monetary reward. This creates positive associations with the person giving the compliment. The key is to be specific and authentic. Instead of generic praise, notice and appreciate unique qualities or actions. For example, rather than saying "you look nice," you might say, "I love how your eyes light up when you talk about your work. It's clear you're really passionate about it." Focus on complementing things the person has control over, like their choices, actions, or skills, rather than just physical attributes. This shows you're paying attention and appreciating who they are as a person. Building deep emotional connections. While physical attraction is important, lasting romantic obsession is built on deep emotional connections. This involves creating a sense of understanding, support, and shared values. Practice active listening. Really tune into what the other person is saying, asking thoughtful follow-up questions and showing genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings. Share your own vulnerabilities and dreams, creating a space of mutual trust and intimacy. Discuss your values, goals, and visions for the future. Finding alignment in these areas creates a sense of being on the same team, working towards shared objectives. This deep level of connection is what turns initial attraction into lasting devotion. The importance of independence. While it might seem counterintuitive, maintaining your independence is crucial for inspiring strong attraction. Having your own life, friends, and interests makes you more appealing and prevents the relationship from becoming stifling. Continue pursuing your personal goals and hobbies. Make time for your friends and family. This not only makes you more interesting and well-rounded, but it also prevents you from becoming overly dependent on the other person for your happiness and fulfillment. A healthy level of independence creates a dynamic where you choose to be with each other rather than needing to be together. This voluntary commitment is far more powerful and attractive than clingy or needy behavior. The role of humor. Laughter is a powerful tool for building attraction and connection. Sharing humor releases endorphins, creating positive associations and feelings of bonding. It also helps alleviate stress and creates a light-hearted, enjoyable atmosphere. Develop your sense of humor and don't be afraid to be playful. Share funny stories, make witty observations, or engage in light-hearted teasing. The ability to make someone laugh is consistently rated as one of the most attractive qualities in a potential partner. Remember, humor should be positive and inclusive. Avoid put-downs or offensive jokes. The goal is to create joy and connection, not to prove how clever you are at others' expense. Cultivating mystery and excitement long-term. As relationships progress, it's easy to fall into routines and lose the spark of initial attraction. Consciously work to maintain an element of surprise and excitement in your interactions. Plan unexpected dates or gestures. Continue learning and growing as an individual so you always have new things to share and discuss. Keep some aspects of your life private, maintaining a sense of individual identity within the relationship. Remember, the goal isn't to be deliberately withholding or create artificial distance. Rather, it's about continuing to evolve as an individual and bringing fresh energy to your interactions. Building strong romantic attraction involves a combination of psychological principles, genuine connection, and personal growth. By understanding these dynamics, you can create more fulfilling and passionate relationships. Remember, the goal isn't to manipulate or trick someone into liking you. Instead, use these insights to become the best version of yourself and create meaningful connections based on mutual attraction and respect. Ultimately, lasting romantic obsession comes from a combination of chemistry, compatibility, and conscious effort. By applying these psychological principles authentically and ethically, you can increase your chances of forming deep, passionate connections. Keep in mind that every person and relationship is unique. Use these ideas as guidelines, but always prioritize